Hello, everyone. I just wanted to hop on and do a quick live today. It is a beautiful, bright, sunny day today. And I just wanted to hop on and say hi, talk a little bit about a topic I know many of you might be curious about. So let me just get right into it. I'm talking about the 10 side hustles that I think are the best for teachers and educators out there. This is beginner friendly. If you are looking for opportunities where you think that your main job isn't enough of an income, looking at some side hustles like these will definitely get you moving in the right direction, building your savings, building your retirement fund, building your fund to travel, whatever that it is that you want to do. This is going to help you get there. Now, if you are new to this channel, my name is KJ, and I am the person with all the details when it comes to travel, solo travel, traveling for teachers. If you're looking for opportunities to go abroad to teach or opportunities to do education tours, I'm your girl. I've got all the information for you. Now, I'm going to jump right into it. The first opportunity, the first side hustle that is really, really great for teachers has to be freelance writing. And I say this because I've encountered several freelance writers. I myself have started freelance writing, and it's definitely, a lucrative opportunity for teachers. It's something that you can do, you know, throughout your school year. You can be able to do it when you're on break, what have you. But freelance writing is going to be something that you can hop right into. It's very beginner friendly. You've been spending years writing lesson plans. I think you have some experience when it comes to putting together your thoughts, your ideas, and you can move this into freelance writing. I know several teachers who have written books and have published books, and I think this is a great way to kind of move into that side hustle realm. So freelance writing is definitely at the top of the list for great side hustles for teachers. The next one has to be blogging, and this ties in a lot with freelance writing. I've had my blog for, oh my gosh, almost 10 years now, and I love it. It's been fun. I love blogging. I love blogging. I love blogging about different topics. I mean, I would write about food, I'd write about fashion, I'd write about like my little plants that I have here, right? So you can literally blog about anything. But as an educator, I notice a lot of teachers create blogs with strategies for classroom management. There are blogs that are by teachers for parents, right? To help parents get some ideas of things that they can do with their children at home. So one of the great things that educators, teachers can do is to hop into the realm of blogging, because this would really help you to move forward in building some financial stability. As a side hustle, you can get sponsorships, you can there's so many things you can do. You can work with brands, you can do affiliate marketing. So tie in your ability to write, tie in your ability to put out great topics on certain subjects like behavior management, like, lesson planning. And this is something that parents, other teachers would be so happy and so grateful to have. So that's two. The next one is teaching English online. And as someone who went through training for this, who has been teaching English online for a little while now, I have to say it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it, right? It's a great way to fund your travels. It's a great way to, build retirement, like I said. If there's going to be a side hustle that you're going to do that's going to be fun and kind of just tack on to things that you're already doing as an educator, is teaching English online, especially for native English speakers. If you come from a country where English is the first language and you are, you're great at conversation, you're great at connecting with people, this is for you. I've done it. I love it. I love connecting with the people that I meet from all over the place. I've connected with people from Turkey, from Brazil, from China, from Japan, like people from everywhere. And it's been nothing but fun and great and interesting. I mean, the money helps too, but It's been such a rewarding experience. I think this is definitely something at the top of your list when it comes to side hustles for teachers. Um, Something else that you can add on to this with when it comes to teaching and tutoring online is creative writing. What are we doing all day, teachers? We're writing. We're literally writing, whether it's writing assessment, writing lesson plans, putting together curriculums, writing observations, writing notes that we need to send home to parents. Like we spend so much of our time writing. Why not put those writing skills into, into a lucrative opportunity like creative writing tutoring? So you can tutor adults, you can tutor children, and there are so many companies and opportunities out there to help you get from one point to another in this type of workspace. Something else that I know it might be a little bit controversial, but camp counselor. I say it's controversial because the first for you're working at home, you don't have to leave your house, you can do it from anywhere, right? And I'm all about teaching from anywhere. So the first four, yes, you can do at home, you can do from anywhere. The camp counselor, you actually have to go someplace. And I find the camp counselor interesting because you can be a camp counselor in another country. For me, I think that would be the most fun and interesting opportunity as far as a side hustle is concerned. Like you've done your work throughout the year in your school system, and for summer you go to Japan or you go to Spain and you work as a camp counselor, you get housing, you get food, and it's an experience that's not only lucrative for you because you're getting paid, but it's also great because you're getting to experience a new country, a new culture, and it's just something different than what the usual is here working as a camp counselor in the US. So I think being a camp counselor is definitely a great opportunity for side hustles for teachers. The next one most certainly has to be proofreading. We've spent years and years and years and years writing, guys. We've spent so much time writing. We've spent so much time reading, proofreading, for authors or proofreading for other professions might be something that it could be up your alley, right? From platforms like Upwork or other platforms where you can post your freelance abilities, adding proofreading to that, highly recommended. A translator is the next one. That's another opportunity that would be great for teachers, whether you're doing it in your home country or you're going to another place to do that work, whether it's for the summer or you decide, you know what, I'm going to make the leap and go do this as a long-term thing. Becoming a translator is a great opportunity for teachers. Writing ebooks. Writing ebooks. And I think you know what I'm about to do. I think you know what I'm about to do. Pull out my book, right? You can write ebooks, you can write hard copy books. There are so many things that you can do due to your skills in writing, in being able to put thoughts and ideas together. You can create your own books, teachers. Whether it's an ebook or it's in hard copy like this, my Loves Teaching Will Travel book that I have here, you can create items that can be sold through Amazon or other platforms. If you have a blog already, you can sell them through your blog. These are opportunities that you can, I'm not going to say set and forget, but you can honestly make money in your sleep doing this. So creating ebooks, creating hard copy books. If you're publishing with Amazon, you have the choice to do both. So creating opportunities for writing your own books or helping others to write their books, that is going to be a great side hustle for you teachers, 100%. We're down to the last two, which I know they're not controversial, but others might beg to differ. So looking at all the work that we do to highlight what we're doing in the classroom, from newsletters to sharing items on Class Dojo, sharing what our students are doing throughout the day. social media management might be the route to go, teachers. We're already on the internet, we're already on social media. Many of us have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, to name a few, right? Why don't you get into social media management? That is a great side hustle. It's something that you can do in your spare time. You can plan around your school day when it comes to this. It's something you can do on weekends. You can schedule out your posts. You can, you know, build a clientele. This is something that we're so used to doing. I don't think teachers take advantage of those transferable skills that we have working in the classroom, working with parents, working with families, communities, right? Some of us even go out and work with legislators, right? So I think it's important for us to take advantage of those transferable skills, and working in social media management has to be at the top of the list. That is definitely one of those side hustles I believe teachers can do and actually do really, really well, but don't take advantage of it, or for some reason like they don't see it as an opportunity that can be lucrative. And I'm here to tell you it can be lucrative. Last of the list is a curriculum developer. Now, how many of us throughout our time in teaching have worked with a variety of curriculums? Either we've, worked with high scope or Montessori or whatever it may be, teacher strategies gold, right? We've worked with different items, we've worked with different companies, and we're like, I wonder who works on these things. Like half the time we're like, sometimes these things don't make too much sense, or sometimes they're not very developmentally appropriate. What if you could be the person who's working on these things? What if you could be the person who's developing these things, right? Curriculum development and curriculum instruction and curriculum design is a great route to transition to or to add as your side hustle as a teacher. I highly, highly recommend you look into this information, do your research, because it could be a lucrative side hustle for you. Whether you're a beginner or a veteran teacher, everything that I've said on this list today could be something relevant to what you want to do going forward, or it could be in your toolkit for some thoughts and ideas that you want for 2024 if you're trying to save money for some opportunities coming up. Look into these things. It's not going to take away from your teaching job. It's not going to take away from, what you're doing already for your family or your social responsibilities, but it's something that you can look into that could add, it could be an asset to what you're trying to do in your life. And I know I've been in the teacher side hustle game for a long time. It works for me. I enjoy it. I love, my tutoring. I love the work I do in social media. It's awesome work. And I was like, you know what? I have all this information. Why don't I share it? I think a lot of times people gatekeep things, or they're like, you know what, I'm doing it like, hey, I'm making money, let me keep it moving, right? But I'm not going to gatekeep, guys. If I know something is working, if I know something is making serious funds, I'm going to share it with you. Keep in mind, no one walks into these opportunities and they're a millionaire the next day, right? You have to do the work. You have to build yourself into it. You have to build your clientele. Obviously, you have to build up your skills. You have to pretty much highlight your skills and share your skills, whether it's on LinkedIn or on, social media, whatever it may be. But no one's going to know that you have these skills, these expertise, and this experience if you're not highlighting it and sharing it with your audience. So whatever platform you're on, whether it's Facebook, with friends and fam, or you're on Instagram, or even LinkedIn with, professionals and peers and people in your network, share this information with them. Let them know what you've been doing and how you can be an asset to them. And this can help you build and kind of move forward in your side hustle game when it comes to working as an educator. So I'm going to go over to the chat and see if there's any questions. Just keep in mind, if you have questions, if you're, watching on the replay, if you have questions, just leave them in the chat, right? Leave them in the chat, leave them, down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. I have a pretty quick turnaround time here. Also, what I wanted to add, if you're watching on the replay, check out the description, right? There's so much information here that could be helpful, from links to my blog, links to the podcast. If you haven't been listening to the podcast, we've heard from so many educators this season that have so much to share about, things that they've done to transition into different workspaces or to teaching abroad. Whatever it is that brings you here, whether it's the solo travel, the teaching abroad, or, finding out information on how to make money as an educator, I've got the information for you. Check down below in the description box. Send me, your questions or comments, and I will get back to you. It's been so happy to hop on, so happy to see all of you. I'll catch you next time. Bye.